In this video, we will continue reading to increase our activity speed by learning how to achieve absolute release as I mentioned in the previous video. First, we saw how I can produce a comparison in just 5 minutes, which makes me better and allows me to deliver more than devices can. In the second video, we saw how Gemini or other targeted platforms can manage to accomplish a set of projects. And we see that it's not 100% possible, but with some adjustments, it can become a good contender and help you gain a lot of time. Today, we will see how synthetic intelligence can be used to design its body and connect it with this body. And we will ask it to come and help with the construction and to place any point you want. But before we start, let's leave it and begin. Remember that the sites we will use and all the other sites we will use, if you want to read more about them, are in the video, and that we are boiling. We will find them here on the site and they are easy to access. All the sites are shown in the footage. I will go back to Gemini for the first time. I will use the financial site, and as an example, I will use the activated site or AI Studio as we saw earlier. To follow this video, you need to watch the first and second ones. I will leave you the number from the financial domain at the beginning of the video so you can make the most of it. We need the comment to give it to Gemini, then we comment on the domain 2.5 Pro. As usual, the comment will be ready and you will find it in the comments. Here is the comment. We will do Ctrl plus C, then go here and do Ctrl plus V in this report. What do we tell it? We tell it that we will give it that area. This report discusses how money changes over time or how reports change over time. Your task is to understand this report and find the equal share that you are sharing and to report this share. And what we need to do is decide on the share here, not just take the share. And at some level, we see how we can enjoy this point. So usually after you think a little, it will ask me for the picture. So I will go to the discussion. This is my picture. I will press Ctrl+Shift+S at the same time, or if you want, I don't like screenshots. We will click on snipping. We can select the snipping tool on Windows 10 and Windows 11. I can choose to capture the screen. This is free. I will click on New and test it. Or I will select the image. Now there is an interview from this. Take an interview from here. We will do it again for a picture. From here we click on the document. We go to More and we take a photo from the phone. From here we can read and then return to Gemini. We add color and we give it shell because I want shell. So this is 4L plus C and this is Gemini 4L plus V. And we add something called Canvas, which is also available in the free version. We'll see that in a second. We send the message and wait for it to do its job. This canvas opens next to it at the bottom and lets it control. This took less than a minute and it was done. We want to perform reading. To do the reading, we'll send it to a place called Google Colab. Google Colab is a platform accessible via phones where you can enter code, read it, and input it. So I want to enter this code that comes from Tableau. As you can see, it's trying to show me the interaction between time and movement. We'll enter it into Colab, then here input it into Colab. This is the code that we want to enter. We do it like this, and that's it. We open the area and there's the corpus. We see that the concentration of A2 is here, and these are the transitions, and this is T, the things it moved towards because it took 1 out of 200. We'll tell it to go to the area and we'll tell it that the concentration on the vertical should be horizontal. We'll give it the area. We'll tell it that we're going to try. All right. I want 120 out of 30. If we tell them to try again and to take these things and that forgetting should be independent, then you can collaborate and write whatever you want in the language you want. To achieve the success we want, will we do that every time? No, there's a very good chance they'll give me the correct result from the first time. We know that there is a different piece in the work and that it's impossible to control everything. So it can get the correct answer or be told to change something. There's no problem. It listens to me and can decide quickly. After 30 seconds, it's ready. We clicked on the analyst mode to Colab and open Colab. We copy from here, then 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 from here. then from here, then from here. And we successfully copy the entire dataset, ensuring that all the intricate details and critical information are perfectly replicated from the source to the destination. This meticulous process guarantees data integrity and provides a complete, accurate duplicate for further analysis and secure storage. From here, then, this means that this topic, which used to take me a lot of time, now you can design a piece even with minimal research. I can design it now, but I can also tell it, for example, that you can design a 3-station setup. We'll see. You can design a 3-station setup on the piece because I want to request an app design and they tell me they want a 3-station design. Let's go. Let's leave this for 4 occasions or for 4 events. I start writing and finish. I did that. Use Colab and open it in Colab. I start developing from here. What does it tell me? It tells you that you are opening more than 3, or 1. You can only have 3. What do you want to do? I will close these things so the process can start smoothly. It's enough to follow 3 or 2, so we close the things we were doing and working on. All the system does is that it works. The transition must be 100%. This is the framework. We make version 2 and 3, and each version with a different color. Then we return to the same place. I can give it version 2.5. Let's see. I'll show you version 2.5 here. You'll see that I didn't assign any value or any of the reactions, Will it be directly on the image to achieve the technique, or will it be directly on some control? That's what we'll find out. If the control is wrong, I'll give it more paths for the machines, and I'll work on this directly. Alright, it's done and the collab is finished. It's very possible if the errors aren't intentional, and that's what happens to us because the work accumulates. In reality, we take the accumulated work, we do an approximation, we take the project into control, then we go back from the project to take the accumulated work. This means the work is designed twice, and at this point, it won't find the correct relationship, so it will give a point outside the area. I can also tell it to save the area from a point. And we see this in the example in the second case from the walking allocation, and this is the situation it presents correctly. Does this relate to the course? No, it takes 3.4 here. And for example, if we go to the image, it is 6.2 created from 2, so 3.1 of course. It does not use the image if we want to ask it what is the future value of the aspects, for example. It must ensure a relationship between the time and the next, as if it is using the image, and it can also verify the other, as if it knows the future of the aspects in the final response. Give me 6.45 in a certain place, and through the interview, I only have the internet at 6.67, so there was a small interaction with it. As I told you before, there could be an addition to the field or an addition because this matter is being developed in a small way. I can ask it for things that do not exist. I will tell it that this comment needs to be integrated. We will go to develop the comment. We will do it. We will fix this image and then click on the sequence after that. Did you see how it is sequenced? 0, 0, 0, I gave 150, and it can do these things beforehand. He can ask the teacher to address the diode curve in every attempt he wants, for example, and in a very direct way. I ask you what the diode curve is. At the time it appears at 600 minutes. Should I provide the setting? It's required in a few minutes and this time as well. I did the same work on the open platform. It gives me 4 or 5 challenges at each stage, and of course this is useful because I don't need them all the time. I will provide the village, which is a useful free resource, and I will also work on Studio. I can use it as much as I want if I want to collaborate more with the village and I see the difference between them. I will try to be quick. What exactly is this phenomenon that appears every single time within the video? Is it a profound and innovative idea? The overarching goal now is to effectively utilize the incredibly useful and freely available resources for its essential work. We will meticulously fix the entire project, then proceed to the comprehensive training center and subsequently set up the training center, and then finally set up the training center with great care and precision. And if you don't like the project, you can give it away because it's important to collaborate with human production. It's not the first time you'll give me a result. You can give it again if needed. I will give it a picture. We had to use Canvas first in order to attempt a trial. Alright, tell him that I have read about Canvas and that we are collaborating to use Canvas. It will be more useful this way. From here, I can read on Google Colab instead of opening from here. I open another site which is Google Colab. I do the pressing and I do the mixing. I will do everything. If the pressing does not start planting or if there is a point outside the pressing, I will make sure this happens at home. It seems that it has become open, so I don't miss any attempts. I will clarify. This is the disk. We will clarify it from here and open a new field. We click on Google Colab, then at the bottom we select New Notebook, at the bottom the type of notebook. If we read Google Colab on Google, the first field to transfer will be One New Notebook. It will open the field we were in. We do Ctrl+V, we open the code here. And we need to run this code. This is the body. We open it as usual. And we open it in a word field like this. This is of course the method. Take advantage of the free opportunity. And due to the corona regulations, I might not have a chance to work. So I tell him to do it independently and to make a submission for me. And so on, or between the maximums, you can tell it to control between the maximums on the body. That's why I like to use AIS Studio, and this is AIS Studio. And when I want, if I have a chance, I will take this. I gave the key and wait for them to think, take the comments and put it here, right? Did you see the code Python? At this point, I can open Google Colab. Just like in the previous video, which we are revisiting again, you can speed up the video below or pause it. When you feel that you have understood the topic, we will fix it from here, and I press V or the shortcut, then I click on this image with the things I want, the time, everything. I will ask it to add more and more to the image. This is what I want to show. More in the kitchen. Hide for a brief moment in time. The code and create. Did you see how they appear? But did you see how the logic appears? This is what I talked about a little because it's part of the experiment, but in my opinion, this is not the main reason, nor is it the reason to bring the same work from one place to another multiple times. This reveals things. This is not the truth. It is the place that turns into the area. Of course, I can place the piece and tell it that it will climb, of course. I come back here and tell him that I want him to move the piece. From here, it just moves the piece and makes it move from here before I finish. I want to say that this field is useful for study, and of course, I do not get any benefit from this channel. And from this video, you should know that my channel is dedicated to students. And nothing else, just this situation. But of course, I would like these videos to allow users to enjoy more and help them. Anything you want us to talk about, we as Shams School are here. You can write your video suggestions in the comments, and we hope you share this video so that the Shams School community can grow.